Hey everybody! At the beginning of January, I issued a shipping fan art challenge. Here are the results. First up, Retro Style sends in this piece of Mr. It laying on Lucina's lap. Is he drunk or intentionally getting her flustered? Both are equally likely. Next up, Xandru sends in this piece of Dr. Isano and his character, Professor Y, fighting over Telia. Can't tell if she's uninterested or entertained. I'm gonna go with entertained. Speaking of Xandru, Black Fox sends in this piece of Xandru and Mary enjoying a lovely hillside picnic. So sweet. Continuing with Mary's ships, Darius Looker sends in this piece of her and Anti-Viewer. A very weird pairing, but I can dig it. And Mary continues to be a popular subject as Keyblade Mistress sends in this piece featuring Mary and Kadir. Makes sense, food and drink do go together. Keyblade Mistress also sends in this piece of Neela getting the drop on Reviewer as Reviewette. Quite literally. How did she get that angle? And rounding out Keyblade's submissions, we have this sweet piece of Pamela and Reviewer. Pamela looks like she's got a little victory pose going on there. Speaking of, Sony Bean sends in a piece of Pamela confessing to Reviewer, which honestly kinda looks like the end screen of a dating sim. I like it. Next up, Midnight John sends in this very huge piece featuring quite a few ships, most notably Pamela, Neela, and Alti fighting over Reviewer. Going big for the last challenge, I see. Speaking of Alti, Tux sends in this piece shipping her with her own Asimar OC. She says she more did it because it's a great aesthetic, and she's definitely not wrong. And last but most certainly not least, Lady Solana sends in this piece of Reviewer shipped with Reviewette. As cute as this piece itself is, I can't help it. I mean absolutely no malice with this. Here are my top 5 jokes for this pairing. So, would this be considered masturbation? I've heard of loving yourself, but this is ridiculous. So, who's the top here? Narcissus ain't got nothing on this. And finally, I think Lady Solana just told me to go fuck myself. Play me off! And with that, we have reached the end of the monthly art challenges. It's been a fun time, I'm glad you guys seem to enjoy them, and I can't begin to express how much I appreciate every single submission, whether they made it into a video or not. But don't let this be the end of the creativity. Going forward, I plan to do fan art showcases. It won't be every month, and it won't necessarily be tied to any specific themes, just once in a while showing off the fan art you guys come up with. As always, you can tag me on Twitter or DeviantArt. Big thanks to everyone who submitted to this and every challenge, and I hope you guys will continue to have fun making art.